So to set up the display, we're first going to build the display from the ground up. So with another person, we're going to connect together the base. So have the other person lean up the display, and then you're going to align the holes on the base to the holes on the bottom of the display, and then using the included screws and hex wrench, you're going to tighten into place. So I'm just going to feed the screw through the bottom of my base and then through the display. Once you have the screw through the base, you're going to slide on the washer and the nut. And then using the 2 wrenches, you're just going to secure into place. Now that I have my first screw attached, I'm just going to continue to repeat these steps for the other 3 screws. Once you have the base securely tightened, you're ready to insert the power cord through the base. So I'm simply going to slide the power cord through the opening on the bottom of my base. Once you have the power cord in, you're just going to stand up your display. And as you're standing it up, you just want to make sure that the power cord just goes out the back of your display. Next, we're ready to install the counter. So to install the counter, we're going to run the charging cords through the channels on the display. So once you have all your cords in the channel, you're ready to slide on your counter. So here's the cutout for the charging pad, and here is where my cord is. So I'm just going to line it up and slide on my top. Now with the top slid on, we're ready to attach it using the included screws and hex wrench. So using the screws, we're just going to hand tighten first. I'm just going to go work around my display and hand tighten the screws all into place. I'm going to repeat for all the sides. Now that I have all my screws hand tightened into place, we're going to go back through using the hex wrench to secure. So I'm just going to completely tighten all my screws. Now that I have my screws completely tightened into place, I'm just going to lay down all my power cords, or charging cords, and then I'm going to plug in the charging pad. So what you want to do is remove the adhesive backer on the back of the pad. Once you have the backer removed, you're just going to plug it in. And then stick the pad down. Next, we're going to turn on the power for the charging station. So you're just going to flip the switch. And now we're ready to install our graphic. So we're going to install the graphics for both the bottom and top of the display because they install the exact same way. So with your graphic, you're going to find the portion of your display that has 2 channels that run vertical. And you're going to push in the SEG or the gasket into these channels, into one of the vertical channels. And I'm going to go about halfway on the vertical channel. And then I'm going to connect it to the top channel. Once you have the top channel connected, I'm just going to continue to work down the vertical channel. And then I'm going to connect my bottom channel. Once you have your first side connected, we're just going to continue to work around the display, connecting the top and bottom. Now that I have my graphic connected to the bottom of my display, I'm going to repeat the exact same steps for the top of my display. Now that you have your graphics attached, we're ready to attach the 2 black bars that will attach the top of your display. So what you're going to do is loosen the 2 bottom screws on the bars. You only need to loosen them a little bit. Now that you have your screws loosened, you're just going to slide the black bars into opposite channels on your display. So I'm going to slide down the bars, and I'm just going to slide it down far enough that 2 of the screws are in the channel, and then you're going to tighten to secure the bar into place. Next, you want to loosen the 2 screws on the top of these black bars so it's ready to receive the top of your display. So So I'm just going to loosen the screws a little bit. Now with a second person, we're going to lift the top of the display up, and as they have it lifted up, you're going to align the channels and screw in the power cord. So as you're sliding the top onto the channels, you want to slide it down far enough that you're able to screw the two power cords together before you completely slide it on. Once you have the power cord screwed in, you're just going to allow the top to go all the way down on the channels. Next, we're going to tighten in the two screws we loosened. And now you're ready to plug your display into an outlet. And it's just that easy to set up your show glower power tower.